That voice that TikTok uses, that's me. Don't believe me, watch this. I used to do a lot of illegal things, but I switched to selling farts and jars.
Oh, he's capping. Go to his other videos. It's not his voice. Dick. Go live. Go live then. Not your voice. Unfollow. I'm so sick of seeing this guy. Hey, loser. Y'all making him famous.
What's up, guys of the internet, and I guess you call this site YouTube by any chance? With YouTube basically demonetize people that basically do good things and stuff like that. But besides the point, today of the video we are talking about the most, I guess you could call the most craziest guy, or you could say you call him a talent. Basically, this guy, this guy, basically created this famous voice that he basically created as his own, and he claims that that's his. And personally, in my gut feeling, I have a hard time to believe, even if this guy did create this voice. I mean, if he did, that's good for him. But for my gut feeling, nah, I don't think he did. And there's been a lot of people that's been saying the same thing as well. And apparently, the guy did not like what they said to him, and he was really furious about it. Now, personally, if this guy did, good for him, but I have a hard time believing if this guy even created this voice. Because if you watch the video on TikTok closely, it just sounds a little bit robotic. And I personally don't, I mean, it does sound robotic, but I definitely do think this guy's lip syncing. And I don't even think he would even do this voice or create it by any chance. But if he did, that's good for him. But I just have a hard time believing even a person can basically create a voice on TikTok and everybody can use it as a sound. But if people do know how to do it, then they're geniuses. They're really talented for that. But I personally don't even think this guy would even has the idea of creating this sound or making it as his own. And that's why a lot of people have been clowning this guy. And I personally believe it's how this guy reacts because he doesn't like what people say to him. I mean, personally, dude, when you post something and basically say you claim it as your own, of course there's going to be people that are going to basically call you out for that. It's the internet, my guy. It's not a safe place like, rainbows and stuff like that, my guy. This is real life. I mean, if you want to call it real life, but I mean, literally, dude, you got to be careful what you say. I mean, not careful, be like, oh yeah, you can be careful, but you got to be smart what you say because there are people going to clown you out for that shit. And basically saying, oh yes, I created this voice. And I personally found that funny because I don't even think he even did. Because, I mean, if he did or not, if he did, that's good. But as I said again, I personally don't believe he did. Because in my gut feeling, I don't even think he even created the voice. And personally, it doesn't even match up for me because if you see the way he moves his lips, it literally is him literally lip syncing to the sound. And I don't even think this guy would even create this voice or sound if he's claiming. Now, I personally find this really entertaining because a lot of people have been calling out this guy. And I understand that, a lot of people can't be mean, and this guy's claim. But you need to understand, dude, when you claim something, people are going to call you out for that. And you cannot always accept, oh yeah, people are gonna praise you for what you've done, or things you didn't even create, my guy. And personally, it was, let's just say, some people cannot be nice, but for this situation, I feel like this guy needs to understand that just because you say things doesn't mean it's always true. It's like saying, oh yes, I invented cars or electricity or shit like that. And basically saying that you created it without any, sort of proof. Of course, people are going to be kind of skeptical of your assessments or your words of saying, oh yes, he created that. But if he did, good for him. But I personally don't even believe this guy could even create this voice. Because if you see the video very, very closely, he's literally lip syncing. And I don't even think he would even sound like that. Now, but if he did, good for him, because I personally don't believe this guy could even create this voice, because the way he's lip syncing and singing at the same time when he's doing it, I have a hard time believing that. But if he did, that's good for him. But I want to see what you guys think. Did he actually create this voice? If he did or not, or I want to see what you guys think. And if you guys know how to create these sounds on TikTok, I want to know. And if you guys do know how to do it, you guys are a legend, my guy. Like, I don't know how you do these sounds, but it's pretty interesting, like, how these people make it. But what do you guys think of the video? Did he actually did it or not? Because I pretty much have a hard time believing this. So yeah, guys. So yeah.